fan for some head. Let's get in the car, I said. She grabbed my hand. Girls resting, met the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm waiting, I dare. She tweet, I guess she confess. She thinking less, not drinking less. Bathroom says, best to get spontaneous. I stereotype, put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bag, don't touch my perk. Nigga, that's work. ATS, tell me what put in the rest of hell. She thinking less, not drinking less.
Hello everybody and welcome to this. If I can get this thing working. There we go. I don't know what my deal is with this. It's been driving me crazy. I'm trying to get all this stuff done. There we go. Man, finally. Been a while since I did both shows, and I'm trying to get everything accomplished and everything set up. And of course, I'm smoking my victory cigar that I did not get a chance to do last year because when the Thunder did win, we were inside, so I didn't get a chance to smoke my cigar and do the celebratory thing for us winning the first NBA championship brought to Oklahoma City, which I'm very proud of, and so are you, our fans, the team, everything else. So I'm excited about that. Plus, you know, today was Media Day, so we're excited about that, and that's why we're doing our first show. We thought we'd wait till Media Day started, listening to Sam Presti give his opening salvo about the team and all of that stuff. And, of course, we might as well let you know where we are right off the bat. We are at one of my favorite locations, Cat's Tavern, located at 901 64th Street. And where that is actually between Classen and Chartel, 1 block north of 63rd. Can't miss it. And they're open Sunday through Monday from noon to 2, or Sunday through Monday, or Monday through Sunday, 12 to 2, however you want to look at it. Makes no difference to me. And, of course, this show is brought to you by YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC, and they're a proud sponsor for us to be here today to support women, minority, and black-owned businesses. And we thought it would be appropriate to do our first show here at Cat's Tavern. Since we always have luck every time we do something here, we thought that we would go ahead and continue that on through this year. So we're excited about that. Once again, we're excited about this year's team and, you know, all the things that are coming up with that. And then I'm going to say this. 2024-25 was a combination, I think, of the years before that. And what I mean by that is that, you know, most people weren't following the Thunder when we were rebuilding, when we got rid of Paul George, brought in SGA. And you could just see probably Chris Paul, which I think was the best thing in the world for SGA, was the fact that Chris Paul came, because I think Chris Paul taught him the professionalism that he was allowed to show to everybody else. And you could just tell that what he did and what he brought to us, that translated through SGA, and he was able to bring that to the rest of the team and be able to be the leader that he was last year. And it's just kind of funny because, you know, all these pundits were talking trash about us, and, you know, we weren't going to do this and we weren't going to do that. And it's just ridiculous, because I just laugh when you look at what our team was doing, you look at who we were, you look at who we beat, and the way that we lost against Dallas the year before. It left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. It left a bad taste in my mouth. It left a bad taste in, I think, a lot of fans' mouths. And I think that you could just tell that for us, that we weren't done. And I think that was the catalyst. Losing to the Mavs the way we did was the catalyst for us to do last year. And I've said this many times. When you look at our team and you look at what we were doing, we were on the cusp ever since then, because each year we got better. Each year after Chris Paul left and we just said, okay, we're rebuilding, you had Dort and SGA. Then you added Josh Giddey. Then you added J-Dub and Chet. Then you added Kaysen, or Queso, if you want to call him that. And then you added Topic, which we'll see what he does this year. And I just love the way our team grew. Plus, our coach, Dagnott, is very good at developing players. And remember, I've always said he has two strengths, developing players and out-of-bounds plays. And he did get better last year at understanding flow of the game, understanding lineups. He still struggles to me, drives me insane, and the commander Randy Wright and I are upstairs, watching the games, and it just drives us crazy. Like, what are you doing? Do you not have a feel for what's going on? And he's gotten better. I'm gonna give him his props on that, and I think he'll be even better this year. I'm hoping, because analytics sometimes are cool, but at the same time you got to have a feel. You got to understand what's happening. Like, I love a good cigar, don't you? You got to have a feel. It's like last year when game one in Denver, or when game one against Denver at home. When Aaron Gordon gets the ball with 7 seconds left and he's on the free throw line at the other end and we're up 3, Alex Caruso is guarding him. Neil Jokic, why are you fouling? I know analytics tries to tell you that, but why are you fouling? He's got to go 40 feet against arguably one of the best defenders in the league, to go 40 feet against him to get off a 3 in 7 seconds. What are the odds of that? And he's not a great ball handler. What are the odds? But yet you choose to go by analytics. That's a feel for the game. That's an understanding of what's happening. Now, do I think he'll make that mistake again? No, because later on he did not do that. But, I mean, that's something you got to know, because we're like, what are you fouling for? Aaron Gordon has the ball 40, and Jokic is on the bench. Then, after that, what happened was he ended up, against the Memphis game, he gave J-Dub the ball at the end of the year in the game 7 seconds left. And I said on this show that if you do that again, it's going to cost us a game. And you gave Chet the ball, and it cost us. SGA has the ball at the end of the game. And after that, he didn't do that again. But, bro, come on now. You got one guy that's your guy, whether you like him or not, whether you want to develop players or whatever, this ain't the time. This is about winning a chip. And then all that being said, he did a good job of doing the things that he needed to do. The great call by putting Caruso on Jokic in Game 7, nobody else saw that coming. Nobody saw that coming. Caruso is just magnificent, and I'm glad that he is on our team. And I'm joined by my guy, Nathan Taylor. What's up, YNB? How you doing, big dog?
Good, man. How are y'all?
Oh, well, I'm good. How are you doing? I'm smoking my victory cigar right now, drinking my Ultra.
Well, sure as heck not from that Baylor.
Huh?
Not from that Baylor game, the victory cigar.
The whose game?
The Baylor game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't.
No, because I was saying I didn't get a chance to celebrate with a cigar on air after the championship.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
so I figured that I'm going to do that now and celebrate with the W. So, but anyway, I was saying that to open up the show that I'm loving what we have going on. I'm loving what we're doing. I was just kind of going over what we did last year and how the expectations going up to those years where it started with SGA trade, with Chris Paul teaching SGA how to be a leader, and then you add Josh Giddey, then you add J-Dub and Chet, then you add Kaysen, then you add Topic, and now you add Sorber, which of course, what is that? 3 out of 4 years our first round picks got hurt, Nathan?
Yep, 3 out of 4 years they've been hurt for the entire season.
But that being said, Nathan, the thing that it doesn't bother me because I think the Chet, well, that first year I think Chet, the best thing for him was to sit.
Agreed.
Okay? And everybody forgets last year he was averaging 25, 8 rebounds, and 5 blocks when he got hurt. He was ready to go. And then, of course, this year I think Topic sitting last year I think will only help us get to where we need to go. So what is
Man.
well, no, I'm saying Topic being hurt last year is only going to help him this year.
Sure. No, absolutely. 100%. 100%.
YNB Waters said I can celebrate, by the way, Nathan. So I want to thank him for that.
Well, that's nice of him.
Yeah, that's what I said. But anyway, Nathan, our 2024-25 accolades, okay? Our team this year.
Do we have time on this show for that, by the way?
Well, I'm just doing the highlights.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I still don't know if we have time.
Well, I mean, here are the accolades for 2025. I mean, you tell me, okay? You tell me. Here are the accolades. I just hit the highlights, the big. How about the big points? Was that better?
Sure.
The
Sure.
big points
No,
of.
I was just trying to be like, I was really just kind of being facetious. Like, yeah, we have time, but
Well, where aren't you?
there's a lot of them.
Okay. Well, first of all, the winning percentage of 0.8 is breaking the 1995-96 Bulls record with their win percentage. A.
Okay.
Number two, 84-21 ranks as one of the NBA best all time, which of course matches two of the Bulls.
Which
They
is
have the
amazing.
other two.
Amazing.
Yes. And then 66 double-digit wins.
Oh. Ooh. Is that number one all time?
66.
Is that number one all time?
Now that I don't know. I don't think so because it didn't put it in there, so I'm assuming no. But it's one of the best.
66.
The season point differential was 12.9 during the season, 12.5 in the playoffs.
So you're saying only two of our victories came by less than double digit?
No, 18.
69?
18.
Oh, so how many did you say? Did you say 56?
We were 84-21.
Oh, you're talking about during the playoffs. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no, no. Our whole season record was 84-21. And
Yeah, I thought you were talking
66.
about just regular season.
Regular season. Yeah, all but two. But this,
Wow.
I'm assuming 66 double-digit win counts the playoffs. That would be my assumption when I saw that.
It might be. It might. That's cool, man.
But that's just, Nathan, 66 double-digit wins. The defense.
Hey, Matt, off topic just a second. Can you send me a text, a link to the YouTube show tonight?
Oh, okay.
I got a couple guys wanting to listen because I'm going to talk shit on them later.
Oh, hey, Nathan, all they have to do is search After the Storm, OKC Thunder.
On YouTube?
Yep. After the Storm, OKC Thunder, and then like, subscribe, hit notification. They can punch right in.
Okay. All right, sounds good. They're a bunch of Westbrook fans, so you know where that's going to go.
Oh, well, that's nothing to say on that.
No. I got to get my 2 minutes on air so I can talk shit on them. So.
By the way, the commander says 66 is because YMB is 66 steps from US 60. US 66.
That's great.
Now, that's great. 66 double-digit wins because YMB is 66 steps from US 66. That's pretty good. I would not have thought of that, would you?
No.
I mean, I would not have thought of that.
That's pretty good, man.
My friend Stephen Bentley says we're watching football if we want to join. Why the hell do I care about the Jets and the Dolphins?
Yeah,
I could care less about that, bro.
Yeah,
I don't care about that at all. Thank you, Stephen Bentley, but I don't really care. But anybody, if you want to watch and you want to, because if you're on Facebook and you're trying to text me or you're trying to put a comment, we won't see it until after the show's over with. So go to YouTube, After the Storm OKC Thunder, like, subscribe, hit notifications. And then you can come on and we'll see whatever you want to talk about at that point. But Nathan, 0.829 win percentage.
That's pretty amazing, dude.
And think about this. That record stood for 40 years, 30 years?
Yeah.
30 years?
While.
29 years because this year is 25, 26. So 29 years that record stood by the Bulls. This year was, what we did was absolutely phenomenal. What we did from that point. It just was.
Yeah, for sure.
I look at the stats. I look at what we did as a team, what all the, and like I said, I had to give Dagnall some credit because,
Fine.
well, no, I mean, I did because, my thing is his weaknesses are his weaknesses. And last year,
he changed. He changed, though, in the playoffs.
He got better.
Agree with that. He got better. Yeah. Didn't totally, he still blew about 3 or 4 games, but, whatever.
Yeah, game 1 against Denver. Game one against Indiana.
Indiana, yeah.
We beat both of them in 5 games. We beat both of them in 5 games.
There was another game, man. I can't remember which one it was, but there was another one. Minnesota. Didn't we blow a game in the Minnesota? Or almost blow a game in the Minnesota?
Almost blew it. We beat them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we beat them. But I'm just saying is that it's crazy because our stats last year in game 3s, we were 0 and I don't count Memphis. Okay?
Right,
but we were 0. We lost to game 3 against Denver. We lost game 3 against Minnesota. Against Minnesota. We lost game 3 against Indiana.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I,
yeah. But we won
Considering all
game
those
4.
were on our home. Oh no, all those. Okay.
Right.
I was gonna say all those were on our home floor, but they weren't.
No, they were on first. No, they were on the first road. Remember, we were 2-0 against Minnesota, 2-1. Then we beat game 4s. We beat them, and we only game we lost to was oh my God,
Denver.
Denver.
Was it Denver?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because when you go back to the year before, when we lost to Dallas, we lost to them in game 3. We beat them in game 4. So the only team to beat us in game 4 is the Denver Nuggets. We beat everybody else in game 4. We beat Minnesota in game 4 after them smack. What did they beat us by 50 or whatever
Oh,
ridiculous
a
number it was?
ton.
And it was so
Yeah.
funny. We were here at Cats on the patio and people were mad. I'm like, what are y'all mad for? Well, they killed us. So it's one game. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Doesn't mean anything. I said, all that says to me is, I promise you, getting embarrassed like that, we're going to come back and handle our business in game 4, and we did. And I thought Dagnall did a great job that point in that game of his substitutions and the way he was doing and let SGA be SGA. Go ahead, Nathan.
No. I'm 100% agreeing with you. I mean, the way, and we kept saying it all year long too, right? I mean, they didn't win because of him. They won in spite of him.
Yes, for the most
And
part. Yes.
for the most part, yeah. But I mean, but you could see it when he got to the playoffs. I mean, you could see him change a little bit. And again, still had his screw ups here and there,
Yep.
but overall coached pretty well in the playoffs by shrinking the lineups.
Yes.
You know, playing who situational basketball, right? Real good situational basketball.
Yes.
And knowing when to put the big guys on the bench and knowing when to bring them out.
Yep.
I thought that was and adapting to our opponent too, pretty well.
Agreed.
Which I guess is situational basketball, but he just did a really good job. I mean, I have to give him his flowers for the playoffs. Now, I mean, during the regular season, dude, he still sucked. But I mean, he didn't suck. I mean, he didn't suck. You don't win 68 games or whatever it was and have a crappy coach. He's not a bad coach.
Yep.
He's just you said it over and over again what his ailments are. So, and it's 100% true. And if anybody doesn't see that, then they need to open their eyes. But
yeah, what's up, Hotspot? Hotspot said, "What's up, Hotspot?" Because hey, big dog, we're back on the air, big man. Since what is our first game, Nathan? Sunday,
20
the 5th. The 5th is our first game.
Preseason.
Yeah, preseason. Yeah, preseason. First
Okay,
game's
let
the
me
5th.
look.
I think it's the 5th.
Let's see here.
Well, Hotspot, what is your thought process on this year? What do you think, Hotspot? What do you think it is? What do you think it is? All right, what is your thought process, Hotspot? Go ahead, Nathan. I want to say it's the 5th against
I think it's
Charlotte.
the 9th.
Is it the 9th?
I'm looking at it. Yeah, and that
So
might be the home game. No, it's a 5th. It's a 5th. You're right.
Yeah, it's the
9th
5th.
is the first home game.
9th is the first home game. And it's so funny, the commander and I was talking to him. We had lunch the other day. I was like, hey, are we going to a preseason game? He looked at me. I was like, oh, that's right. And he's like, how many preseason games in 17 years?
Yeah, no, not very many.
Have we
Not
been
very many.
to?
Not very many.
It was kind of funny, Nathan. It was funny. I just kind of laughed. I was like, well, I just thought I'd throw it out there and see how it is. But I'm going to say this. I'm optimistic about us repeating and listening to Sam Presti today talk about downplaying everything. And I'm like, Sam, I mean, I get that's what you do, but you can't sit there and say this team is not going to think about what they did last year.
Sure. They're kids, man. They're kids.
The fans, we're expecting to win.
Oh.
Everybody else is expecting to win. Now, here's the difference. Last year we had a chip on our shoulder because we choked against Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So we choked against them. So I think that helped us motivate us to have the defensive stand. But Sam Presti's deal of two people. iHeart was the person that we wanted, agreed?
Yep.
That's what we wanted.
Yep.
And the fact that he brought in Caruso, which is something I never saw come. I thought he was going to trade somebody. Didn't see that one coming.
Same.
And the vision for him to add Caruso and keep him on there along with Dort, along with Kaysen, that front line, and then adding in iHeart to go along with Chet inside was just brilliant.
Genius.
It was brilliant on his part. Let me see. Hotspot says he believes we'll win it again.
It's hard to repeat, man.
It's hard to repeat.
Hard to win, harder to repeat.
It's the beautiful thing about it was we brought everybody back. Now granted we are missing a shooter. I like Isaiah Joe a lot, but I think he's come and gone. I think what he had brought to us has come and gone. Now, with Cam Johnson, you and I wanted Cam so bad. I think we get Cam, we smashed everybody last year, and I think we smashed everybody this year. But for the Nuggets to add, the Nets being the Nets, everything they wanted, and then they got nothing for Cam.
No.
Michael Porter Jr. and
nothing.
They got nothing for him.
He's not bad, but we could have gave him a lot more.
Right, but they wanted more than what we could give them, no question. The commander says Waters is a shooter. We already know he's not a shooter when the game starts. He's a shooter in practice, and he's a shooter in the G League. And I like Lindy Waters, OSU guy, but he's not. Sure. When it comes to it, he's just not. This is not his deal. It's just not.
For sure.
I like what he does, but it's just not. It's not his deal. And I hope he has a good career, and I hope he does whatever, but he's just not the guy. He's just not. But I'm going to say this about our team. Here's our roster, Nathan. I was looking at our new roster because we do have some new additions compared to what we were before, okay, compared to where we were last year. And I don't know if you've seen the new roster.
The only difference is the two-way guys, right? And the rookie?
Well, yeah, we added Jasmine, what's his name? Jazarian Gortman and Chris Youngblood.
And did we sign into two-ways?
Yes, and then we did. Okay. Yeah, we added Zach Austin and Malavi Leons. Those are the guys we added.
You talking about the summer?
No, that's our roster right now going into the 2025-26 season.
Oh, they got to cut it down. Don't they?
Yeah, they will. They will.
Yeah. Let's say Carlson re-signed too, right?
Yes. Yeah, he's a center. So this is to me, this is what you're going to end up with: SGA, Kaysen or Queso, Lou Dort, Topic, AJ Mitchell, who we love,
yes.
Isaiah Joe, J-Dub, Caruso, Wiggins, Chet, iHeart, J-Will. And then everybody else is kind of Carlson. Sorber, of course, is out. But Carlson, K-Rich, those are going to be, I'm not even counting Zhang. I think he's done to me.
He's done. Done.
The rest of them are kind of dependent on who you are. But like I said, SGA, Queso, Lou Dort, Topic, AJ Mitchell, Isaiah Joe, J-Dub, Caruso, Wiggins, Chet, iHeart, J-Will. That's your 12. And then Kendricks Williams is going to be somewhere in your 9 to 12.
Sure. Depending, like I said, matchups.
Yes, it's about matchups. But for sure, when you go to playoff time, it's going to be SGA, Queso, Lou Dort, AJ Mitchell, or Topic, depending on if Topic can shoot. We just don't know if that can happen. Okay.
Sure. Trending downward, you guys think?
Yep. J-Dub and then Caruso with Chet and iHeart. That's your 8. And then Wiggins, K-Rich, J-Will, depending on what's happening.
Right.
That's gonna be your additional guys. And then Isaiah Joe. And the thing with Isaiah Joe is you and I have said multiple times, the problem with Isaiah Joe is really simple. If he's not knocking down 3, even the commander and I said this, if he makes his first 3, great, you can leave him on it because you know he's defensive liability.
Oh, okay? Yeah, for sure.
And then after that, it just kind of depends on what you want to see.
Sure. I think so, and I don't think we do anything like huge, but if we do like a minute move throughout the season, maybe to get a shooter, or maybe Topic or Mitchell is not coming along the way we want them to.
Well, Mitchell has.
They're going to keep those guys anyway. Yeah. They're too young.
Yeah.
So no, maybe if you need a shooter, you need some ancillary piece. I'm thinking maybe a draft pick, Isaiah Joe and Jang.
Yeah.
What do you think?
By the way, Hotspot said he did not want Cam. He wanted Kobe. I still, we argued about that. None of us like Kobe.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan,
I wasn't either, but
but
he says we got this, and what do he say? He says Topic is trash.
who said that?
Hotspot. But of course, we know AJ Mitchell's this guy, and he was right.
Well, yeah,
He was
he's
100%
right.
right about
He was
AJ.
right.
He was right about
He
AJ.
was right.
He
Yes, he
called
was.
you and I both were like, yeah, man, we don't know. But Hotspot was 100% right about AJ Mitchell. And then this summer, dude, he just went to another level. He was a man among boys this summer.
Yeah,
He
no,
really
he was good.
was.
He was good.
And what he's
The
done,
thing I like about him is he's strong. He can shoot. He's a good assist guy, and he can also finish at the rim.
yes, and he plays good
You know what I
defense.
mean?
Which to
Plays
me,
good defense. Yeah, you got to.
Topic. The question is, to me, can he shoot? Can he play defense? Those to me are
Here's
the
the thing.
lingering questions.
Here's the thing for me, Matt. I'm not going to judge a guy who's never stepped on an NBA floor for a game that meant anything. I want to see him. I know what you guys say, but I want to see him.
No, I agree.
He's never played a game that meant anything. So I want to see him.
Well, what was your thought process after the summer?
Oh, I mean, I was a little disappointing. I'll be honest with you, Matt. I was, and it's bad too. But when we were in tank mode and we were drafting, getting excited about the draft, which we were this year too because we had a high pick. But I was into summer league, watching all the stats, da 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 da. But after we won the championship, I'm like, summer league. I watched the first couple games. I was like, we got our guys, man. It's cool. I wanted to see Topic play a little bit, and I did. And I really wasn't impressed, but Jared Bayless was the MVP of summer league. Where's he at?
Right, not even on the team.
Right. So
Not on the team.
So yeah.
Not on the team.
So
Not on the team. And I'm gonna say this about our team: what we did last year defensively. And Nathan, here, and we'll go over here. This is what our stats were from last year in the playoffs. They dropped a little bit compared to they were during the season, and I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that we were so young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, offensively we dropped off quite a bit in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well,
that's okay.
Well, here's the stats from the playoffs and the regular season. Okay, from what we did, Thunder stats from the playoffs and the season, and what we did stats wise, and then what we did in the playoffs. And there was a drop off a little bit, not a lot, but there was still a drop off. Okay, and when you look at it, points 120.1 during the season, 119.5.
It's pretty good.
Defensively, though, we were 107.6 during the season, giving up 107.3 in the playoffs. Just right there.
That's pretty good, man.
Defensively,
that tells you really what you need to know there.
Defensively, 51.5 during the season, 51.1 during the playoffs. Talking about us playing defense. 3-point percentage, 34.5 during the season, 34 during the playoffs.
So not bad. Not bad at all.
And points in the paint, we went from 41.8 to 41.7.
Nice.
Steals, 6.7 to 6.6. Blocks.
And what was steals?
Right. Blocks, 4.8. Let me see. Steals. Steals, we went 10.4, 10.4. So we were the same. Blocks, 5.7 to 5.6. So turnovers, we turned the opposing point over, let me see, 16.9 during the season, 17 in the playoffs.
Wow.
Offensive rebounds, we were giving up 11.6, 11.7 in the playoffs. So when you look at what we were doing, it's pretty much right on point to what we were doing. During the season, it wasn't a big drop-off. Offensively, yes. Defensively, hell no. And I think that's what got us through.
Sure. Agreed.
Now, Hotspot loves young blood, which I like. Young blood, the kid from Alabama.
He's a pretty good shooter,
right? Kid from Alabama, yes. But the question is, Hotspot, do you give up Isaiah Joe? Who do you take off the spot? Isaiah Joe for him? No. I don't know if I do that.
Well, here's the thing. If you think you're going to trade Isaiah Joe, then maybe, because you say, okay, maybe this guy can step in for him. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Yeah.
And you're not talking every game. You're talking maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes every third, fourth game.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, that's what we're saying. And Hotspot says the reason why our stats were down. Hotspot, I get that, but when you look at what our team was doing, you look at what we were trying to accomplish this year as a team, and you look at SGA's leadership, and I think to me what the difference was Dagnall finally saying, SGA's the guy. We're gonna live and die through him. Not trying to give J-Dub the ball and all that. We're living and dying through SGA. And I think if he keeps that mentality and quit trying to develop J-Dub, he's a number 2. I was arguing with somebody the other day, Nathan, about Scottie Pippen. And he's like, well, if Jordan wasn't there, Scottie Pippen. I go, Scottie Pippen without Jordan would just be Scottie Pippen. Nobody would have a name for him.
I mean, we saw that, right? When
When
Jordan
left.
retired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, Scottie Pippen would just be Scottie Pippen. He'd be another player. But because of Jordan, he's in the Hall of Fame. Because of Jordan, he is in the top 75 player of all time. Because he was Jordan's Robin. Him by himself, that was not going to happen. You see him.
Well, here's the thing too. Scottie Pippen's a lot better than Jalen Williams.
Yes.
At this point.
Agreed. But Scottie Pippen, to me, I loved what he did in his defense, and he was the first true point forward.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you want to say, he was the first true point forward to me, and what he was able to accomplish and what he was doing.
You know, the difference really probably. I didn't really, because that was, I was
Young.
a teenager. I was a teenager when those guys were making that run, and in my early teens too.
Uh-huh.
So I think I didn't know a lot to watch what was going on really.
Right.
But after I watched that Save the Last Dance, I kind of think Pippen was kind of a pansy a little bit. I mean, he was a good player, but I mean, if you got a hangnail, he wasn't playing.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I'm not going to go that far with him because, he is who he is. And let's face it, Jordan and Kobe's, aren't normal.
Yeah, maybe you're comparing the Ultimate Warrior to
normal.
just another guy.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, most people are going to not do what Scottie did. Most people are like that. Okay.
Hey, by the way, can I get this from you right quick because I couldn't remember while I'm thinking about it?
Yeah.
Give me your top 5 again. I think I know it, but give it to me again.
Of all time?
Yes.
Well, my top 10.
Okay,
and
let's
remember,
go top 10.
My top 10 are people that I saw. Okay? These are people that I've seen.
Right.
Okay? It's Jordan, Kareem, Magic, Wilt, Kobe, LeBron, Larry Bird, Dr. J, Tim Duncan, and Dre West.
Okay. You're not putting KD in there?
Not yet.
Okay. So KD's like what, 12, 13?
11, 12-ish. But he will be top 10 when he's done because he is the best scorer from all 3 levels in the history of the game.
Can't argue with that, man.
Now, when I go by position, my positions right now is Tim Duncan, number 1 at the 4. And then Kevin Garnett, number 2. And then,
what about Karl Malone, man?
No,
Karl Malone?
I'm putting Kevin McHale. They ate Karl Malone's lunch, bro.
Okay.
I love Karl Malone, but Karl is because of John Stockton.
Sure. You're good. I can't disagree with that a whole lot.
So that's how I look at Karl Malone. He's through John Stockton. My thing is this: were you the dude that you didn't need help from? Okay, so to me, that's not Karl Malone. Karl Malone was a stalwart because of what Stockton was able to do for him. That's how I look at it.
All right.
That's my top. That's how I break it down. But my top 5, and I can't put LeBron in the top 5. I can't put him in front of Kobe. I can't. The reason I barely put him in front of Bird because
so your top 5: Jordan, Kobe, Kareem, Wilt, and Magic.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's I'm in 100% agreement with you on that.
Because when you go by record and you go by what they did, like to me, like I was trying to argue with my kids the other day. I ran into some of my former players, as I do. And, they love LeBron. I go, you should. That's who you've seen. You don't know. And they go, I seen YouTube. That ain't the same, bro.
No, I know.
YouTube ain't watching a guy in person to watch them. And I said, all I'm going to tell you is this. Number one, LeBron is respected. He's not feared.
Sure.
Michael was feared. That's a whole different level right there. He was feared. He was not, Michael, I mean, LeBron, you don't look at them and go, you fear me. And then number two, LeBron, you disappeared in the NBA Finals.
Yep.
You disappeared. You can't be the GOAT of any sport when you disappear in your sport's biggest moment on the biggest stage. If you disappear, that cuts you out from the GOAT conversation right there. Sorry.
There's no disagreement here, man.
And it's just, and to me, LeBron, the faking and what he does, he falls down, he's always flopping. I'm like, he doesn't want to play in the NBA All-Star game is because of the way it is because of him. And I don't like that. I mean, it went from remember Kobe when he was playing against him? Kobe was pulling him up full court. LeBron passed the ball. He didn't want nothing to do with it.
Yep, I remember
and
that.
They made
Michael
it to where
Jordan, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, he's made it non-competitive, and now they go out there and jack around. Dude, if you go to a Pro-Am game, the Pro-Am games are way more tougher than this. And Chet got hurt because LeBron was jacking around in the Pro-Am. That's how Chet got hurt.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Chet stepped on his foot because LeBron was going through, and Chet is trying to be defensive. LeBron's going through and trying to break out, and that's like, what are you doing? Slow down, and Chet stepped on his ankle. That's how he hurt himself in a Pro-Am.
Oh.
So that's, to me, you did get in a dunk contest. Now, I know why he didn't get in a dunk contest, because he can't do anything creative. You know what I'm saying? He's just a 6'9" guy who can block, can do some basic. He can't fly over. He can't, he can't. He's not going to do anything creative going against those guys. He wasn't. But Kobe got in it. Michael got in it. Dr. J got in it. Every great player before him got in it. He did. So I get it. LeBron he's 20 years. He's, got all these, he's a great stat guy. But, for example, T-Mac, I told my kids this. I said my third and final thing is this. No matter what you say, no matter what I say, somebody who played against all three said, quite simply, here's the difference between Kobe, Michael, and LeBron. LeBron and Kobe and Michael are all going to do whatever the hell they want to you offensively. You're not stopping any of them. They're going to do what they want. But here's the difference. When Kobe and Michael scored, they looked at you like, how the hell are you going to score?
Yeah, that's right, too.
And he goes, and I'm looking at him like, yeah, how the hell am I going to score? Well, LeBron, I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want. He doesn't do it. And that's what I was trying to explain to my boys. I said, I get what you're saying, and you're a soft generational deal. I get that. But when you're feared, it's a completely different story than when somebody is respecting you. Like Nathan, I can tell you this. There's certain teams I played, certain players. I could look in their eyes and know, oh yeah, I'm already scored 6 points. you already know. I got at least 6
because you're in their head, right? You're in their head.
You already know. They're afraid of you. You already know. And so that's how I look at it. But that doesn't take away from LeBron's accomplishments. And then on top of that, you have to say you're the king. You have to talk about this, and you've lied multiple times. Oh, championships don't matter now because you're not going to catch Michael. But before they mattered, you changed teams how many times chasing rings?
What, 4?
And now they don't matter because you know you ain't going to catch him? And then you're flopping, dude. He flops and falls down and flails, and I'm like, man, what are you? You're 6'9", 260, athletic. What are you doing?
And the amount of griping and complaining that the Lakers are going to do this year, oh my God, dude. They might want to have flood warnings in that every single home game they have.
Well, it cracked me up. They're talking about LeBron wanting to win. Why did you take $52 million, bro?
Yeah, no kidding. Why don't you take like 40 or 35?
You don't need the money.
You don't need the money.
You don't need the money. If you're trying to win, you don't need the money. And I think he wanted the Lakers to give him a long-term extension. They said, we're out of the LeBron business.
Yep.
They didn't tell them they were selling the team, and the new owners are like, yeah, they own the Dodgers. They're like, yeah, bro, we don't. All that with you, they're Pat Riley. You know what I'm saying? They're
Yeah.
like Pat Riley. We
Right.
ain't doing that. So now you're stuck because nobody's going to pay you that amount of money. They already hired your son. They already signed or got your son and paid him. I mean, Bronny's okay, but Bronny, there's no way he deserved to be drafted ahead of people and on the team. No way.
Nope. Agree.
No way. You earn that. You got a heart attack, you were hurt, you didn't even hardly play, you averaged, 3-4 points a game, and you get drafted? No other player can average 3 points a game and get drafted. No, you need to go back to school. But that's LeBron's power, and as a dad, you as a dad, if we have a chance to do that, we're going to do that too, right?
Sure.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
But
No.
being a Laker fan, I'm like, really? We got this dude? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Frustration.
Yeah.
All right,
Sure.
let's pay some bills real quick, and we'll come back. I want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, and planning, hit our guys up. They love to take care of you, especially if you have a water treatment plant in your city or county. Those guys will make sure that you are well taken care of. Oak Grove Trucking, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, those are the dudes to make sure that they can take care of you if you've got some road construction. And then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank that makes things happen.
Yes, they are. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. Proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses, which we are doing today here at Cat's Tavern, a woman-owned business, and we are here because of YNB. So thank those guys for allowing us to be here to do the show today, the First Thunder Show. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. OK.com, or go into one of their 5 locations. The main bank at 401M, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, or US 66. And of course, we won 66 double-digit wins, which is kind of funny to me. What's up, fellas? And then YB East, which is off the Parkway, and 66 or 39th Expressway. YB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40, right there on Garth Brooks, right in front of the Fairmount Hotel. What's it called?
Yeah, I think it's the Fairmont. Is it the La Quinta? I don't even know.
It's not a La
I don't even
Quinta.
know, man.
It's not a La
I
Quinta.
don't even know.
And
I
right
need
in
to
front of the
find that
hospital.
out.
Right in front of the hospital. And then, of course,
Yeah.
YB located on 23rd. YB Peoples located on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And then, of course, the House of Creed, handcrafted since 1760. Stuff is so good, man. So
Oh.
good. Next time I see you, I've got something.
The red bottle is so good, yes.
Anyway, as they always say, Matt, remember, pick the best for your best. And, of course, we are today at one of my favorite locations, Cat's Tavern, located 901 64th Street, just east of Classen and west of Chartel, 1 block north of 63rd, right off Classen, so you can't miss it. They're open Monday through Sunday from 12 to 2, or Sunday through Monday, 12 to 2. However you want to look at it, that is completely up to you. And Hotspot is saying...
That would be Fairfield Inn. Sorry, Fairfield Inn.
Hotspot says get rid of Joe for a second rounder.
No, he's worth more than that, man. We got 4,000 second rounders. We don't need any more.
Yeah, and he said...
I mean, I like Isaiah Joe, but I mean, he's just you got to get something better, and you can't give him up for nothing.
No, you can't, and I think you'll be fine on that. And then Hotspot also says that Moses Malone was better than LeBron. different players.
Sure.
And like they talk about why don't I have Shaq as one of my top centers? I said because of the simple fact he didn't play long enough. Had he been committed, I think he and Wilt Chamberlain were the 2 most dominant centers.
Dominant.
Shaq just decided he wanted to be a rapper and he wanted to do all this other stuff.
Actor, all that other stuff.
Yeah, if he was committed, Shaq would have been Wilt. He would have been he would have. I don't know if he was Kareem, but because Kareem was just different, just a different animal. I mean, just different. He just was. And just watching him. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and doesn't Shaq being like that make Shaq Shaq? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I guess it does.
He's still a great player. He just didn't play long enough. But Dude, that guy is hilarious.
Yo, he's great.
And he is, man, and people don't even know about all this stuff he does. I mean, all the charity work and all the underprivileged stuff he does. I mean, dude's amazing.
Yeah, and it's the funny thing about Jordan. Like he would tell people he does stuff all the time, and he says, "If you ever tell anybody I did it for you, you cut off.
Sure,
I don't
sure.
want anybody knowing." Like Russell does all this stuff, and look at me and look at what brags on what all he's doing, and that's not who he is. Just not. You know, Michael's like, I don't want people to know what I'm doing. I'm doing this because this is what I want to do out of kindness of my heart, not for recognition.
Right.
And so to me, when people are doing stuff, but they need recognition for, oh, look at me and look what I'm doing. What do you need recognition for? Why? Why? And I think it's kind of hilarious that he's going to retire this year. He said, I'm retiring uh, if nobody picks you up. But this is the problem, bro.
Hey,
Go ahead.
while we're on this, I just got to get my 30 seconds of dogging my friends in. So we're coming back from. I went and got a new car this weekend.
Okay. Another one?
And, yeah, I did. I had to break down and get another one. Um, but I drove to Dallas and Houston this weekend, and was driving with one of my buddies, and on the way back, I said, tell me this. I said, if you had to start a team in their prime, who would you pick? What? And I was setting him up for this. So who would you pick, Westbrook, or because I knew he's a Thunder fan, Westbrook or Durant? Oh, Westbrook, he's way better. And anyway, we argued for an hour back, right? And couldn't change his mind because you can't because they're Westbrook
I
fans.
don't argue with anybody
And
who's a Westbrook fan.
no, I just that is the difference between me and you. I just like to argue to argue.
That's true.
So I'm good with that. And then his daughter's on the cheer squad with my daughter. And we were sitting at practice the next Sunday or this Sunday, and he starts getting into all the dads like, hey, who do you think's better? And he went to like five of them. Every single one of them said Westbrook, right? I'm like, except for one. And I was just like, I was going back and forth with him, and I was just like, guys, what are you seeing that I'm not seeing? Because you're wrong. And I start making all the points we always talk about, right? And it wouldn't listen. And so I'm like, all right, well, I'm sorry, I can't convince you because y'all are Westbrook fans, y'all are Thunder fans, y'all are looking at it through Thunder glasses. You're not true fans. So those guys don't know what the hell they're talking.
No, they don't.
So,
I don't. To me, I don't argue with people like that. I'm like, you are stuck where you're at. Now, Kevin
you're not going
Durant.
to change your mind. You're not gonna
To
change
me, Kevin Durant, he did what he did. I have no problem with what he did. I understand perfectly what he did. I have zero problem with that. Zero. I get what he did. Okay, and I understand why he did what he did. But Westbrook, Sam Presti allowed Westbrook to do the triple double stuff because he was trying to continue the interest in the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And then they
Yes.
gave the thing that Westbrook stayed here. Nobody wanted him until after he got the three in a row. Okay?
Well, and we'll never know, man. But Paul George wanted to be with Kawhi Leonard, but did he maybe not want to be with Westbrook? You know what I mean?
Well, after he re-signed with the Thunder, which he did, uh, after that, Westbrook, I think Paul George had seen what everybody else sees.
Sure,
Because everybody
sure.
forgets, when Westbrook went to Houston, the Rockets found out real quick, wow, this guy doesn't play defense. He's still trying to do stats. He can't play defense. He's the worst player in the history of the game, plus minus in the last 2 minutes of the game. That's facts. That's not something I'm making up. He just
No,
doesn't get it.
dude, you know how many times I threw out that point this weekend?
That,
Oh my god, dude.
dude, like I said, when I talk to people, I said that ends all discussions. He is the worst in history in the last 2 to 3 minutes of the game. That's when crunch time is. And if you think you'd rather have a guy like that, you're never going to win. Never. But Sam Presti did what he needed to do to keep the interest up in Oklahoma City. After that, he leaves, goes to Houston. They're like, yeah, we're done. Then he goes to the Wizards, who, by the way, the GM is a former Thunder GM, assistant GM. They get Westbrook. They find out, oh, no, this is not what we want. LeBron gets rid of the whole team. Thank you, LeBron, for giving us Alex Caruso the opportunity to get Caruso, by the way. Destroying the Lakers by adding Carmelo and him. And he realized real quick, oh, wow, this was a mistake. He goes to the Clippers. They realize, oh, shit, this is a mistake. He goes to Denver. oh shit, this is a mistake. And he's the one that did not ask. It was a player option for him to go back to Denver, and he knew they didn't want him because
Yeah.
he's about to
So
get in a fight with Aaron Gordon. And they're like,
yeah.
Aaron Gordon is here. You're out. So my kudos to him for not taking a contract when a team didn't want you. I'm gonna give you
For sure.
kudos for that.
But you know what? You know what would be great, man. You know what would be absolutely wonderful. And this is not going to happen, but this is on my bucket list right here. If the Rockets would pick him up before the season,
If
and
who?
night
The
not
Rockets?
the Rockets,
The-
the Rockets, they won't. But
won't.
if they did, think about that opening night, dude. You have Westbrook and Durant on the opposite sideline, and Oklahoma City's raising their banner.
Well,
How cool would that
Well,
be?
first of all, he will never play with Westbrook.
Mhm.
That's
No,
not
no. I'm
happening.
just saying as a pipe dream.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
That well, speaking of that, let's go ahead and do this then. Since we're gonna do, I was gonna wait to talk about this. Let's do the Thunder news, okay? Number one, K. Rich is got his surgery today.
Kenrich.
K.
Yeah,
Rich.
how's that? I didn't see any details on that.
No, they haven't given out any, but it's just an orthoscopic, sir. It's a procedure. I don't think it was. I think they went and cleaned up something. I don't think it was
on his knee.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything bad. And I had orthoscopic, so I don't really think it was anything bad. But speaking of open night, Nathan, what you just said that, along with Kevin Durant saying we weren't going to win a chip, Russell hoping we didn't win a chip. Okay, with him being gone, and I'm telling you, he's like that. He's hoping we didn't win one, so he can always say that.
Yep.
And then KD gets to watch us raise the banner. He gets to watch us get our rings. But here's the thing, and I've told you this before, and we've talked about that. Here's the thing that I love the most about opening night. SGA and KD are tied with 72 consecutive games of 20 points in a row.
Yes, that's right. I
Now,
always forget that.
he set that record with Oklahoma City and the Warriors. That's when he set the
Golden State.
record. Yeah, the Golden State Warriors. He set that year that he left us and went to them. That's when he set the record, okay? So that's been 8 years?
16, 17? 16, 17?
8 years, 7 years,
Right.
8 years that he set that
Yeah.
record. And it's been held that long, which is crazy because I think, how the hell does these guys not score? How does LeBron not have that record? How does he not score 20 points in a row? How do you not have that, LeBron?
It's called inconsistency and bad at the free throw line. That's exactly what it is.
And so I was like, wow. But anyway, that's actually harder than what it looks. Now, that's the modern record. Wilt scored 127 in a row, 20-point games, which is great, which is insane, which is the actual record. But since the merger, that's the record, 72 games in a row. So this is my ultimate F you to KD. Even though I love KD. Okay, even though I love KD. SGA has 19 points. KD gets switched on to SGA. SGA scores and breaks his record on him. So not only do you get to watch us raise the banner, watch us get rings, your record gets broken by SGA, the guy who probably should get a statue, unlike you and unlike Russell, in front of Paycom. Your thoughts?
Sure. Oh, no, that's going to be great, dude. I mean, I think I forget this all the time, but then I remember when you start talking about it, and I think I made the comment earlier in the summer, like you're gonna see that replayed and replayed and replayed, because if you remember, and again, it's not as big a deal as this, but if you remember when LeBron hit his basket to become the scoring champ or the all-time scoring leader, right?
Yes.
They replayed it and replayed it and replayed it, and who was guarding him? I remember. I'm pretty sure everybody else does too.
J-Dub, wasn't it?
That'd be Kenrich.
Kendrick Williams?
Kenrich Williams, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. But it was the Thunder, right? I mean, and especially if it was KD, you're not going to forget that. So yeah, no, I think it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Hey, one question I have for you.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
And I had it. Okay. The Thunder.
By the way,
Durant.
Hotspot's making some good points. But anyway, go ahead.
Retire Kevin Durant's number or Kevin Durant's jersey, yes or no?
Yes.
I agree. 100%.
You retired
100%.
KD's jersey and Russell's jersey, 100%.
100%.
And I'm not. And to me, you retired Ibaka's jersey if you retired Nick Collison.
Yeah, no, I agree
still
with
don't.
you 100%.
I like Nick Collison, but how
I
the
do too.
hell do you have your jersey retired?
Yeah, well, he
I,
wasn't even a starter.
I
Wasn't even
don't.
a starter.
I mean, I know he's a good dude. And he's making all this money here in Oklahoma City. I get all that. And great ambassador. I get all that. But how the hell do you have your jersey retired?
Well, I mean, here's the thing: how many non-starting role players did the Boston Celtics and the Lakers have in the Raptors?
None. Anybody.
None.
Nobody.
None.
Nobody. We're
None.
the only team that's like that. Only team.
Yes, agreed, 100%.
That just shows you the standards that we have, which is probably why Westbrook will probably get a statue. And to me, if you are going to hold yourself as a NBA franchise, for you to put a statue up of somebody who did not bring you a ring, because I can promise you, nobody has a statue if they didn't bring a ring to that team. Nobody.
Nope.
I don't give a shit what you did for the school, what you did for the city. I don't care about that. You didn't bring us a ring. You don't get your statue in front of our arena. You didn't bring me a ring. Now, does SGA deserve a ring? I mean, deserve a statue? Depends on how long you stay with us and what you're doing.
Oh, dude, I say forever. Yeah, I'm
No,
with
I'm saying
putting one up
if
tomorrow.
he stays, okay.
Yeah, I'm good with putting one up tomorrow, though. I'm just saying.
And that's my thing with SGA. You're going to be here. Your next contract ends. This contract ends that you're getting ready to start. When it ends, you'll be here for 10 years. So we get to pay you more money, and not go against the salary cap. Okay.
Yep.
So we can go past and give you more money and be able to do that. So why would you leave? But if the Thunder like J-Dub, like supposedly they do, as their favorite player over SGA, which is to me is ridiculous. I like it. I like J-Dub, but J-Dub's an average guy. And everybody was sitting there arguing with me the other day. It was like, well, J-Dub was all defensive team. He was just. I said, whoa,
Was
let's
he the
pump the brakes.
MVP?
So let's pump the brakes.
Yes.
Number one, he was an all-star because Chet was hurt.
Yep.
And
100%.
and I said, and on top of that, we were the best, had the best record in the league. You had to put somebody else in there. And he's playing good. And he's playing good.
Yeah, but you remember when the All-Star break came around, I was arguing with you tooth and nail on that.
Yep. And I'm like, bro, he's on it because he has to be. He is not one of the top 24 players in the league.
No,
he's not.
Not even
He's
close.
not.
Even close.
He's just not. But
Nope.
you can't have one player and look at the Cavaliers. They had three.
Yep.
You had three. And we had to manufacture one. Then they talk about, he's all defensive team. So what you're telling me is he's a better defender than Alex Caruso?
Nope.
The reason why he got put on the team was because Alex Caruso did not qualify.
He's not better than Kaysen either.
So that was that. Then you like, well, he made the all-defensive team or the all-NBA team. You have to. You can't have the best record in the league and have one guy on the all-NBA team. Now, he's a great Robin, but you and I have talked about it. Chet, to me, is the second guy, not him.
Agreed.
Chet's the second guy. And I tell everybody and remind him, I go, Chet was averaging 25 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks when he got hurt. And I like J-Dub.
I do too.
But
I do too.
you can see J-Dub has no handles. And once teams started figuring him out, he was in trouble.
Yep.
And, as far as that injury is concerned, my deal is this. If you're really that hurt, if that really was, you're not averaging 20 points in playoffs. If it's your right hand, your wrist, and you have a torn, and if it was that bad, you can't shoot.
Oh.
It wasn't that bad. It couldn't have been for you to average 20. No way. I've been hurt. I played hurt. That's a bunch of crap.
If you have major wrist surgery, you need longer than 3 months to rehab.
Right.
Too.
I just think it was a minor thing. It was something he could play with. Was he hurt? Yes. Did he do good doing what he did? Yes. But you can't tell me that was a major injury.
Tyrese Halliburton. It wasn't Tyrese Halliburton.
No, it wasn't. It just wasn't. I'm sorry. It just wasn't. Because I've been hurt before, and it's your shooting hand. And remember, Kobe had a broken middle finger on his shooting hand and averaged 30. And I know damn well LeBron has a broken finger on his middle. He ain't doing nothing. He probably ain't playing until he gets healed.
Right.
I'm not going to say it's about SGA. I don't know if he's playing with a broken middle finger. You know what I'm saying? How many guys you know have
My bet would be he would. That'd be my bet.
that he would?
Yes, that he would. SGA, I'm talking about.
A broken middle finger.
Dude,
on his
that
shooting
guy
hand,
that guy
maybe.
is that I mean, he might not be effective, but he's going to give it a shot. I promise you.
Well, remember Kobe averaged what? He was MVP that year, 28, 30.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not saying SGA would be good. I'm just saying he would. He would definitely play.
Okay, but for him to do what Kobe did,
No. 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 No.
which is
No.
crazy,
No.
which is crazy.
Yeah. No.
But
No. Kobe and Jordan. Those two are in a league by themselves, man. When it comes to that.
yeah, well, Nathan, here are my power rankings for this year. Okay, and I don't even know if I've shared these with you. Have I?
I think you have, but go ahead.
Yeah, my NBA power rankings. I did these, and I was talking to somebody the other day, and he was like, "Those are your power rankings, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, here are my power rankings." Okay, and the
Let me
reason
go ahead
why,
and write these down when you're talking.
okay,
Go ahead.
and the reason why I did this way, and I changed them up since Van Fleet went out. I had the Rockets at number 2.
Number two.
But since
Yeah.
but since Van Fleet went out, I had to change it up because I don't believe that the Rockets will be the same team without him.
No.
I just don't.
They don't have an emotional leader.
So Thunder number 1, Nuggets 2, Cavs 3, T-Wolves 4, Rockets 5, Knicks 6, Mavs 7, Magic 8, Lakers 9, Warriors 10, especially since they just added Al Horford.
Is it okay? I didn't see this. Now, what happened?
Al Horford signed with the Warriors.
The Warriors. That's interesting. Yeah, they're going to be a good team.
Hotspot,
so you got.
hey, Hotspot says no 76ers. No, because we don't even know how many games Embiid and Paul George are going to even play this year. So, yeah, the 76ers are not in there.
We hopefully not very many.
Yeah.
I mean, right, for our hope.
Yeah, just my thing. So the Nuggets clearly are number 2. I did have the Rockets, but to me, Nuggets are clearly number 2. The Cavs are number 3. I'm not going to disrespect what they did last year. They got everybody coming back and they've added to the lineup. I'm not going to disrespect the Cavs. Okay? They're in the East. And Edwards is one of the top 5, 6 players in the league. So I think you have to put them in there, and they're going to be better this year. Even though they lost.
I don't know, man. They lost some guys.
They lost some guys. That's going to hurt them, but I think they're going to be fine. That's kind of how I look at it. Hotspot says he's going 76ers. Well, you go ahead, Hotspot. I'm not. 76ers are done.
Please, 76ers are done. They're not even making the playoffs.
Yeah. So I think the Thunder, when I look at this top 5, I don't fear the Nuggets, no matter what they do.
Nope.
I don't fear them because we match up with them really, really well.
We climbed that hurdle. We made it over that hurdle last year.
And I think that we beat them. If we don't give them game 1, we beat them at 5.
That's like the old school Thunder against the Lakers, right?
Yes. That's how I look at it. Okay, the Cavs don't scare me at all because they do not match up with us at all. They have no answer for SGA.
They barely beat us. Barely beat us at their house.
Well, we played terrible. We did the show after that.
We did. Yes,
and we got. In fact, we got a couple of Cavs followers on our show after that because they were like, "Wow, dude, you're on point." So yeah,
yes,
they don't. I don't.
And then when they came to Oklahoma City, we smoked.
We smoked them, and I don't fear the T-Wolves at all. Okay, they don't match up with us again. They don't match up with us. The Rockets
and they lost their defensive stoppers.
Right. The Rockets, however, scare the hell out of me because they match up so when we play terrible against them. And Amen Thompson does a great job on SGA, even though they don't have.
They don't have Van Fleet. They're still good.
No. What's his name defensively? Crazy boy. You know who I'm talking about. But anyway, they have Dorian Finney-Smith now.
You're talking about Hairbraid dude.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I can't think of his name. I can see his face.
Dylan Brooks.
Who plays with him for Canada. But anyway, the Rockets, I fear them because of Dorian Finney-Smith and because of Amen Thompson, and they just match up with us crazily.
Kevin Durant too, man.
KD. I haven't said that to anybody, and they added that because the only thing they were missing last year is somebody who could consistently score. Because defensively they were ridiculous.
They were good,
and I think that they fixed that whole issue. Then number 6, the Knicks. They are going to be really good, but I don't fear the Knicks either. I just don't.
They made some good additions, though, man. They did make some good additions.
They did. But I don't fear them, but I respect them.
Yes,
Fair?
agreed.
Fair? I respect it,
Fair,
but I don't
fair.
fear them. They don't match up with us either. The Mavs, however,
Yes,
scare
that's where
the
I'm.
absolute bejesus out of me.
If they're healthy, absolutely.
They scare me. They just do. I feel like that team is a team that we have to worry about simply because of what they have to bring, what they have to off, what they have against us as far as their team, what they've added. Uh, but mainly, what it is, Nathan, to me, is that when Kyrie comes back, they're going to be a scary team.
They're going to be a
They,
scary team, man,
yeah, they
because
with
they
Cooper
They match
Flag
up with us
and with Cooper
everywhere.
Flag is going to be a nice addition to them.
Well, he's got figured out too.
Yeah, but he's gonna be a nice addition. It's better. It's great that he's playing without Kyrie to kind of get in flow. But you look at what the Mavericks did by getting rid of Luka. What they said is, we can't beat the Thunder with Luka. That's what they said. Thank you, Caroline. Caroline just brought me a beer. Thank you. Anyway, they can't. We can't beat. They can't beat the Thunder. They can't beat the Thunder with Luka. So they went out. They got a perimeter defense which matches our Queso, our Dort, our Caruso. And then inside with the two big boys and then adding AD, they mash us inside. Now
Yeah,
Kyrie is still dangerous, but we don't know what his injury is going to make back. And he's still, what is he, 32,
yeah, no, he's older than that, man.
33, 34 maybe,
He
34?
might be 30. It might be 34, 35.
So the question is he going to come back in full strength? And we'll see how that works. But he won't come back until about the All-Star break. So when I look at that, and I
No,
look at,
you're right. He's 33.
okay,
33.
so we'll see what that looks like. So that worries me to no end, because they match up with us. And they said, this is what we got to do. Because Luka's not a threat defensively at all.
Hey, are we going to do? I don't know if we've ever done this. Are we going to do playoff picks and then preseason finals picks?
Yeah, right before the season, first game.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
do all that. We'll do the over/under and all that right before the season. Oh, we may do that next show. Uh, now, the Magic, they've done some stuff. I like what they did, okay?
Same.
But they don't really not
Okay.
match up with us, Nathan, but do they really match up with us?
I don't think they do, but I think they're going to be tough to beat. Like if we, so we're not going to play them to the finals. They ain't making the finals. Like they, I mean they might. I mean they could, but I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean, to me, they're not beating the Knicks. They're not beating the Cavs. And I think that's. I bet they could be top four, man. They
Yeah.
could be top four in the East real easy.
Yeah, and then,
So
by
with
the
the
way,
Celtics being down,
yeah, I agree. Now, by the way, Hotspot says he doesn't fear the mask because they're injury prone. I know I agree with that, Hotspot, but I'm talking about if we play them in the playoffs, everybody full, they worry me. They
yep,
worry me
same
because
here.
they match up with us. The Magic,
Almost more than the Rockets. Man.
yeah,
almost.
almost. And the Magic don't. They're the Magic.
No, they don't have that.
I don't think they have enough for us. In a 7-game series, can they beat us a couple games? Yes.
Yes,
But I don't think I worry about
I mean, if you take them in Denver in a 7-game series, Denver's gonna smoke.
Yes. And then you look at the Lakers. The Lakers scare me because we don't really match up with LeBron. Nobody does. But
Yeah, I know, but they got Luca, man.
they got Luka, and he can do what he does. But them getting rid of Dorian Finney-Smith and their inside presence is not quite there. Even though they did get what's our boy's
They
name?
got Aiden. They got Aiden, right?
DeAndre Ayton, which I love Ayton. But
Dude,
this may be
yeah,
the thing.
Chet. I love him too, but Aiden, dude, Hartenstein and Chet take him to the shed. Man.
Yes. So that's my thing with the Lakers, but they just scare me. We just don't match up now. We may match up with them better. We'll see, but that scares me. The Warriors.
But
The Warriors don't really bother me that much simply because they don't match up with us. And I believe that for me to fear a team, how well do you match up with us? Not us with you. Do you match up with us? Okay. Do you have an answer for us? And that's kind of how I look at it, because I was always brought up to say, you do what you do and you make other teams adjust to what you do, which is what happened in the playoffs. Our defense was so crazy, and at some point we're gonna go if we're gonna go on a 12-2, 15-3, 19-1. We're gonna go on a run at some point, third quarter, fourth quarter. We're gonna go on a run in a 2 or 3 minute span. We're gonna go on a run. We just are. And it's usually with SJ playing, J-Dub on the bench is when you go. And it's SGA, it's Casel, it's it's Dort, and it's Caruso and Chet. That's the run that you usually go in because everybody can shoot and everybody plays defense, and you have those three dogs out front, Dort, Caruso, and Casey. You have those three dogs out front. And then you got SGA doing what he does, and it's so funny. They were talking about SGA was the weak link, and I laughed. I go, let me see.
Seriously?
He's the weak link on defense. And if I can remember correctly, Nathan.
Leads the league in steals, doesn't he?
Yeah, he did, but if I remember correctly, okay, he had 30, 14, 5 blocks, 3 steals in a game 5.
Wow.
Now, 5 blocks and 3 steals,
For a 6'6" dude?
yeah. And he was telling me that the guy was like, oh, well, they were taking him off the dribble. I go, no, they weren't. What they were doing was they were switching and putting the big man, they were putting the big guy down low. Siakam is what Indiana was doing and trying to match up with SJ, and he was getting his hand on the ball and slapping the ball away. That's what happened. He wasn't getting taken one-on-one off the dribble. That did not happen. I said, you're high. I said, you need to go back and watch the game. That's not what happened. They were trying to post him up. That's what they were trying to do, get him in foul trouble in the paint. That's what they were trying to do, and it didn't work because he's shifty. That's what happened. So now, is he the defender? Can he guard the 5 and the 4 like J-Dub? No. The J-Dub can kind of guard the 3, but J-Dub is he doesn't move his feet that well. Depending on who the 3 is, they're going to take him off the bounce. But when you got Chet in there, you have Ihart in there, you've got that coming on the backside, you can block shots and you'll be fine.
Yes.
So that's my breakdown of that.
Let me after listening to you, let me go ahead and run through mine right quick.
Okay. Oh, your list? Okay.
So
now we're talking about your top 10?
Yes, power rankings.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do a separate thing here. I'm gonna do preseason and end of season.
Well, you can't do end of season yet.
No, I'm just gonna say what I think.
Okay.
What I think. Okay. So my list, and I'll spend short time on the preseason one because it's pretty similar to yours. I'm going to go ahead and drop in somebody that you're not thinking of.
Okay.
Unlike you, I don't fear the Lakers at all. Like I fear
the. Okay, you don't. Okay.
They're done. That LeBron's done. I mean, that team is. Luka doesn't scare me at all. I mean, I just think they're done. And Drew, I hope Drew Hinthorn's listening. By the way.
You're
so,
man. You're man.
The Lakers are done. The Warriors actually scare me a little bit more than the Lakers do. I think you have it with Denver, but I still think the Rockets are probably a little bit further up there. But everything else is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and take the Lakers out of the top 10, move the Warriors up to 9, and I'm going to put San Antonio at 10.
I thought about putting the Spurs in there as well. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about that as well. Yes, I did. But we don't know what.
We don't know.
We don't know. No. We don't know what yet Wemby's deal is yet with that blood clot.
You're right. So, but we went all healthy there, right?
I know, I noticed that, but I didn't put him in there because I don't know yet what that is. So I didn't.
So I'm going to say this postseason one's going to be everybody healthy.
Okay.
So I'm going to go Thunder 1.
Okay.
I'm going to go. Well, I'm going to say Rockets 2.
Okay. Depending on who they get as point guard, but yes.
Yeah, because once they have some time to mesh, they're going to be even more dangerous.
I agree.
I'm going to say. Well, I think I'm going to say Mavs 3 because Kyrie's going to be healthy. And at least we think so. We said everybody healthy, so Mavs. So I'm going Rockets, Thunder, Rockets, Mavs top 3.
Okay.
4, I'd probably put in between the Denver and Cavs, probably somewhere 4 or 5. So you could interchange those.
Okay.
Denver, Cavs.
Doesn't matter, whichever one you want to go with. Okay.
Right, and then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go T-Wolves, Knicks 6, 7. Probably either way. Probably T-Wolves a little higher. Just because they have a little bit more defensive mentality, probably. And then I'm going to go, see, that's 6, 7. I'm going to go I almost want to put Magic up there, but I just don't think I can. I'm going to put the Magic at 8,
which is okay.
and then I'm going to
Who'd you have
say
7?
I had the Knicks, T-Wolves
Okay.
6-7.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go with San Antonio at 8 or at 9. Sorry,
Well, if San
at 9.
Antonio is healthy, I'm gonna move them up or before that.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
they're
yeah. I
healthy, I'm
think
gonna
so.
move them up higher
I
than that. If
think
they're
you're
healthy.
right too. And I'm thinking about moving the Magic up too, but I just can't without seeing it. I can't.
Okay.
And then
okay, that's
I'm
fair.
gonna say the Warriors at 10.
Okay, I think you're right. They'll be with Jimmy and Al Horford and Clay.
And Steph.
I'm sorry.
And Steph. Yeah,
And
dude.
Draymond. Yeah.
Any team with Steph Curry is dangerous. You know
I
what I
agree.
mean?
I agree. Now, Hotspot says he would play Jay Will against the Lakers. Negatory.
Why? Why? So you play an extra big guy against a team that doesn't have big guys.
Right, because he's saying he's going to draw foul. He don't do charges anymore like he did. He doesn't do that anymore.
They don't have big guys. They don't have any big
They don't
guys.
have any
Why
big.
would you play?
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for iHeart to play in that game.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, to me, it's almost hard to play iHeart in that game.
It really is. It's matchups.
I mean, you play Chet, you play J-Dub, you rotate in probably Kenrich, and I don't know, man. But yeah, you've got some smaller guys that can play the 4-5.
Yes.
So why do you put in not true centers, but two big guys against a team that doesn't have any big guys?
You don't. I don't.
No.
I don't. And this is the thing. I don't really necessarily want to do the postseason because, to me, injuries is just way.
Injuries.
I know you're going off non-injuries, and I'm not going to argue with your top 4. That's Thunder, Mavs, Rockets, Cavs,
Denver.
Nuggets. Yeah, those 5. I'm not going to argue with any of that. I would move though the Spurs up 5-6 if they're healthy.
Sure.
With De'Aaron Fox and with the guards they have and with the big boy, and plus the coaching understands what to do with that, and they've had a chance to play together for a year, I would stick them up there. But like again, I don't have them in there simply because I don't know what he's actually going to bring this year.
Sure.
Okay. Now,
Sure.
we talked about the Thunder's first 10 games. Okay.
Hey, one more point to this right quick.
Okay, go ahead.
I could see the Magic going to 6. To me, they're not going to be above the Cavs or Denver, but I could see them going above the T-Wolves and the Knicks, man.
Yeah.
Getting Desmond Bain, nobody's talking about that.
No, that's why I have them up there is because of that.
Yeah, Desmond Bain. When you have Wagner, Banchero, and Desmond Bain,
and the guard, what's his name, to play with Chet?
Jalen Suggs. And you have, I guess they got rid of KCP, didn't they?
Yeah, they got rid of KCP.
But dude, they're going to be a good team.
They're going to be really good. They're going to be really good. They're going to be really good. And my thing is this. I tell people all day long, basketball and football and sports is about matchups. It just is. Who are you matched up against? It's like Lamar being matched up with the Chiefs. He's 1-6 against Mahomes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're 1-6. Josh Allen cannot beat Mahomes in the playoffs, but beat him the last 3 years during the season, and then lost him the last 3 years in playoffs. Okay, so it's about who you match up with and where. And to me, it's like when Mahomes got beat by Joe Burrow that time, and Mahomes had the worst second half he's ever had in his whole career in the Chiefs. And to me, that all happened when they, at the end of the first half, when instead of him kicking a field goal, they got 0 points and they were up 21-3. To me, that ended the game right there. That gave them hope. So, but it's about matchups. And that's what I'm saying. When I look at the teams who fear me, who I fear in that top 10, is who we match up against and who we don't.
Yeah.
That's what I look at.
Unfortunately, 2 of those teams are really the top 3 of those teams are in the West.
Right. Yes, and that's the thing. The West is always hard to get out of, except for a few years there. It's always hard, and it's like to me with LeBron, when he went to 8 straight, he was in the East.
Mm-hmm.
He came to the West, and he has not been to one NBA Finals has been in the West.
Bubble.
No, he has not been to one Finals in the West. I'm talking about going through the season.
Oh, well, okay. Well,
you see what I'm saying? He has not been to one. He been to one conference finals.
Well, they won the championship.
Yes, in the
in
bubble.
2020.
I'm talking about.
In the bubble.
I'm talking about outside the bubble. He hasn't done anything.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Mm-hmm.
So to me, yeah, I don't. Yeah, no. But anyway, the Thunder games. Remember, we talked about this on the Unpopular Hour. But we
Yeah,
believe
Thursday.
that the first game of the year is the Rockets, and we talked about that earlier and what we think. I just think for me, the only thing that scared me before was the Van Fleet and the fact that we're getting our rings, we're getting a banner, all this stuff's going on. I just think it's a lot of ancillary stuff around the game that may distract us away from a team that matches up with us really well. Okay, so that
Sure.
game scares me. Not so much now that Van Fleet's gone, but they still don't have a point guard yet, so that game kind of worries me. It just does.
They got
So,
Russ, man. They got Russ.
anyways, we're talking about something real here. At the Pacers are just decimated.
Yes, they are.
They're decimated. The Hawks are a team that to me is scary, and I respect Trey, so they're a scary team to me. And
I still think
I like Trey a lot. They scare me, but I think we're 3-0 or 2-1. At the Mavs early, that's a game we can get because they still don't know who they are. They still don't know what's going on, and that game's on a Monday, I believe. And I was telling Randy, I think I'm gonna try to go down to that game and go watch them play that Monday, and just turn around, and come back Tuesday morning. Go down Monday
Sure.
night, spend the night, come back Tuesday. The Kings at home, they always, for whatever reason, why do we struggle with them?
We just again matchups probably Sabonis. We don't have anybody that can guard him. I mean, two of the guys we have are too big, and then J-Dub's too small.
Yeah, it's
So
just ugly to me. It just is.
yeah,
Then of course you have the Wizards at home. Both of these games are at home. And the Pelicans, these 3 games are at home.
better win that one.
So we have a home game, 3 road games, and then 3 home games, and then 3 road games. So the Wizards, we should beat them. We turn around and then we play the Pelicans at home. It still, I think it's going to be early. They should be healthy. We'll see how that's going to be. I think it's going to be a tougher game than what we think it's going to be. At the Clippers are just SGA cleans their clock every time he sees them.
Yeah, they're good, but they're not that good.
And then Kawhi, I think he has something to prove. That's just me. Then you have the Blazers. So we go to LA, fly all the way up to Portland, and then fly back to the Kings again. So we play the Kings 2 out of the first 10 games. So if we go 50-50 in that, I'm happy.
Dude, last year I was pessimistic as hell at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
I think I'm going to change my tune, which we'll see how that works. Maybe I shouldn't.
No, it's a different year.
I've got us going 9-1 or 10-0.
Yeah, I'm at 7-3 worst. 8-2 would be about where I think we would be, but I think 7-3 is about where I think we would be. Because teams, when you're the champion, I think teams are going to be having out 4 years. It's going to be a different challenge that we have when it comes to that. But 7-3 at the worst, 8-2, 9-1. But I think 8-2 is about where we'll be.
Well, and the sad part is I think we might go 0-1 and then 9-0. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
The Rockets that's going to be a tough game, man.
I
just
agree.
is.
I think with the distractions.
The only thing I see maybe happening in there is, I know the Pacers are decimated, but man, it's at their building, and that's right after we do that Rockets game, and they're gonna want to kick our ass, man. I'm just telling you. Like, I don't care who they got playing, they're gonna want to kick our ass.
Yeah, I agree, but I think it's gonna be.
I don't think
it's gonna be competitive, but I don't see that happening.
I don't either, but that's why they play the game, right?
Yes, 100%.
So
100% is why.
I mean, I think we've had some games now. Last year, surprisingly, I don't think we had any letdown games, but the years before we've trotted out our top 5 and the other teams playing their G League team and they beat us. You know what I mean? Like, I remember
that didn't happen last year. That did not happen last year.
No, not last year. Not last year. No, it didn't. But years before, we've been playing like 76ers when they were horrible, or the Hornets or whatever, and they kill us.
Yeah.
We just come out with no focus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't see us doing that. I think we're on a mission to repeat. I
Oh,
think no
yeah.
matter what
Yeah.
Sam Presti says, even though that's what his job is to downplay that, that was last year, you can't live off last year. That's true. Teams are going to have an effect. Teams are going to come after us this year 100%. But that being said, you still have to be able to say, we can go win this. You still have to have some sort of goal saying, our goal on what Dagnall says, we don't want our heads in clouds. The hell with all that. You're trying to repeat.
Yep.
Because now you
Yep.
can't say there's no expectations. So all that's nonsense.
Has there ever been? I think there has. Yeah, there has. But has there ever been a three-peat in the NBA?
Multiple.
Well, yeah, of course. Jordan did it twice for sure.
Jordan did it twice, then Kobe and Shaq.
That's right. Kobe and Shaq. They won 4, didn't they?
They won
Or did
3,
they
and then
only win-
Shaq did whatever the hell he was doing. And then Kobe won 3, and then Karl Malone them didn't show up.
That's right. That was year with Malone and
And Gary
Payton.
Payton.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I mean, and again, I'm putting the cart way before the horse. But how many teams have done that in history? What, 4? Maybe.
Let's see, the Celtics, the
Lakers?
No, the Lakers did not do it. Celtics, they did 2 in a
No, the
row.
Lakers. Yeah, three-peat. Yeah, they won that.
Well, I'm
three-peat.
saying the Lakers, then the Bulls twice, then the Lakers,
Yes.
and that's been it.
So-
and
so
Golden State would have done it had KD not got hurt.
Sure.
Because I think
Yeah,
they could have
so-
won without. I think they could have won without Thompson. I don't think they could have won. They could have won with KD and no Thompson, but I don't think they could have won with no KD and a Thompson. I think reverse, they could win.
Sure.
So that's
Sure.
my thing. So, but anyway, brother, anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
No, I'm done, man. Done.
All right. Well, appreciate that. Some guy, Nathan Taylor of YB, had a great show tonight here at Cat's Tavern. I want to thank Cat and Bernie and the whole group, Caroline, for them taking care of us tonight here on Monday. Ace is mad because this is normally his night to come hang out, but, I had to do the show instead. I can't watch him and do the show and do all that stuff. So, couldn't do
He's
that.
watching his TV, man. He's good.
Yeah, he's good. He's got pit bulls and parolees. Oh, my God. I can't believe I said that. Anyway, all right, my brother, I appreciate you. And everybody else, Hotspot, by the way, Hotspot, thank you for coming on tonight, doing your thing, and we'll start looking forward to everybody because we'll start doing weekly show because we do it. We'll do our next show probably I don't know if we would do it the first game, Nathan, maybe the Friday or that Saturday or something before I don't know what we'll do because the first game is Sunday the 5th.
Okay.
I think we played the 5th, 7th, and 9th or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, something crazy.
Fifth, 6th, and 9th. Sorry.
5th, 6th, and 9th, yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. But that being said, thank you, brother. Appreciate you for coming on tonight, giving your insight. And I'm glad to be back, aren't you?
Absolutely, man. Let's get going.
It's that time. Thunder up. Remember, 2025 World Champions, defending our title starting October 21st. We'll be ready to go. That being said, peace out. Have a very good night. Nathan, see you.